for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 13 spell. Let's go. You tighten up. Out. Check. Yep. Crunch. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Bang.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, also a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Letting one go, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Watch out. Alert flare. Kill. jet bombers. We need 2 jet bombers.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Jones, his throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 2.
51, Mike 51. Mike 51, Mike.
On the side.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ready, ready.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go, baby.
Bravo.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hey, check.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Scott Miller, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch twist. Watch
Go on, go on.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 9, check 9. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Kill, kill, kill.
They run. Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 53.
They'll drop the throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Well, that's good for a 1st down. He was a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, exit.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Check 26, check 26.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
On 1st down, Pollard. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 33-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go, go. 51's the money. 51's the money. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Now.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Fighting his way through contact. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Check back, 6. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 6.
Fight.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Say.
Look at me. Zipper.
SOS.
Rock it.
Under 10. Under
2.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Get off the field.
Hey, Wahoo! Go! Big river.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set 50, plant.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 6. Mike 6.
Let's go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice move. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown. Touchdown, Vikings! He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up a throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Two draw quarters.
The quick slant caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a run with Cook, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Third down, Dalvin Cook.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
He's checking. Crash. Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking. Let's go.
They go back to Grant. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Recon, 152 fighter. Check Leo. Yep.
Now Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, my 7.
Check Mike 6. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 6. Watch the curve.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Ready, 30 base.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the carry, it's Cook, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hustle.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 56 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Pollard again. Powering his way forward and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. Set. 90, Wolf.
Pick your game up.
Head up.
On first down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Run for Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Here we go. Good. Watch the pass.
2nd down 6.
cheetah.
Check.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They run it again with Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
60 outlaw. Brixton, travel. Hey, box truck. Rock, hit it.
Tannehill on third down. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he's got room. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.